So this movie is about themes, and themes are a way to establish a uniform appearance to your worksheets, your workbooks, across multiple workbooks. In fact, these themes can be applied to other Office applications as well. But to utilize themes, it begins with utilizing the styles in the styles gallery. So that's where we're going to start. And then we're going to talk about the components of a theme, which are the theme colors, the font styles, and the theme effects. So I've got what looks like a pretty busy worksheet here. First, we're going to start with some theme facts. Themes were introduced with Office Excel 2007. The themes that you can apply in Excel to create a uniform look in the workbook, you can also use in the other Office applications, Word, PowerPoint, and Outlook, to create a uniform look across all of the Office applications. You can set up your own default theme by selecting one and then saving that workbook as a template. There are 20 standard themes to choose from, and you can get more at Office.com, or you can even design your own custom theme. Once you establish a theme, you can share the theme. The themes are stored in the themes folder using a .thmx file that you can send to somebody else and have them stored in their theme folder. And there is only one theme that's applicable for each workbook. So themes. Themes can be utilized by using the cell styles, which allow you to identify for Excel the content that's in your worksheet. I've duplicated the styles gallery in this worksheet because in a moment we're going to change to a different theme, and I want to show you the effect that has on the appearance of the content in the workbook. So I'm going to left click off of that and go to Themes, which you can find in the Page Layout tab under the Themes group, and we're going to left click the Themes drop down to get the Themes gallery. And as you hover over these options, and there are 20 of them, you get a preview of what that theme is going to look like. I'm going to left click Apothecary and then go back to the Home tab and then left click the drop down for the Cell Styles gallery, and the Cell Styles gallery has changed to the Apothecary theme, and so has all of the content on my worksheet that I've tagged using those cell styles. So that, in essence, is how you apply a theme. If you hard code the formatting in some cells, which you can do, you can establish a font, a background fill color, a font color, and so on. But if you hard code it, the theme choices won't apply. If instead you use the styles gallery to, in effect, tag your content, when you change to a different theme, Excel has then a mechanism to identify the content in your worksheet so that it can apply those theme choices to your content. So what are the components of a theme? I'm going to left click off of that and go back to the Page Layout tab and left click the Themes drop down menu again. The themes are made up of 3 elements. They're made up of the color scheme, the font style, and the effect style. And you can see that in this gallery. So we're going to look at each of these components separately. I'm going to left click Colors, and those are the colors that are displayed in the themes that we just saw. We can hover over these color options and we get a preview of what that's going to do to all of the components on our worksheet. So what do these color options affect? The best way to understand the effect of these theme colors is to look at the Create New Theme Colors dialog box. The first 4 colors listed have to do with the text and the background colors, and the next 6 have to do with accent colors, and then the last 2 have to do with the hyperlinks. So when we go from theme to theme choice, the colors that are changing with these different options are in the cells that I have boxed out with a border. And if you choose to change some of these colors, which you can do, you get a nice preview of what that's going to look like. So you can establish a custom color theme to match, for instance, your corporate colors. And there's a movie that talks about all of the color options, which you can get to by left-clicking More Colors, which gives you access to the RGB and the hexadecimal color notation. I'm going to cancel out of that. And there are applications that allow you to sample colors from a screen that'll give you those RGB color codes so that you can exactly match up your custom theme to those targeted colors. So I'm going to save these custom colors so that we can use that as a component of our own custom theme. So the next component of the themes are font styles. And each of these theme options are made up of 2 font styles. There's one for headings and there's one for the body or the content. And once again, you can see that most plainly by going to the Create New Theme Fonts dialog box, where you get a sample of the choices, and you can change the choices so the heading is that style and the body is that style. Not that that's a good choice, but you can then save that as a custom option. And the last component of a theme are the effects. Now, the effects are applicable for shapes, and I have some shapes and some smart art, and some of these options are fairly subtle. But again, as we go from hovering over one after another, we get a preview of how the effect option is going to affect the way the shapes are visually displayed. For effects, these are the only options that you have. You can't set up a custom effect. It does scroll down, and there are quite a few, though. So I'm going to select that one. And now that I've established some components of what will become my custom theme, I can go to the Theme drop-down, and I can save the current theme. I'm going to left-click Save, so that now when I go back to choose my theme, my custom theme is listed at the top, and the same thing is true when I go back and choose a color. My custom color scheme is listed at the top, and my custom font styles are listed at the top as well. But those three components, the effects, the font, and the colors, are all combined in one option that I can apply with one click, and it's my custom theme. So that's custom themes. Custom themes begins with utilizing the Styles Gallery to, in effect, tag your content so that Excel can then apply a theme which is made up of a color scheme, a pair of font styles, and effects that are applicable for shapes.